Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a book that's as relevant now as it was when it was written. George Orwell's Animal Farm. On the surface, it's a simple story about farm animals. But it's really a powerful exploration of a much bigger question. Why do revolutions, so often born from noble ideals, end up failing? Let's unpack this masterpiece. The story begins on Manor Farm. Run by the neglectful and often drunk Mr. Jones, the animals are miserable, overworked and underfed. One day, a wise old pig named Old Major plants a seed of rebellion. He paints a picture of a world free from human oppression, a world where animals are in charge of their own destiny. This idea catches fire, led by two clever pigs, the idealistic Snowball and the cunning Napoleon. The animals rise up, drive Mr. Jones and his men off the property, and claim the farm for themselves. They rename it Animal Farm and establish 7 commandments of animalism, with the most important being, all animals are equal. It feels like a utopia is born. The animals work together, the harvests are plentiful, and for the first time, they feel a sense of pride and ownership. They finally have the freedom they've always dreamed of. But this perfect dream doesn't last. Cracks begin to show, and they start with the very group that led the revolution, the pigs. Citing their superior intelligence and the need for brain work, the pigs start taking privileges. First, it's the milk and the fallen apples. When the other animals question this, a silver-tongued pig named Squealer steps in. He becomes the master of propaganda, twisting words and manipulating facts. He convinces everyone that the pigs' extra rations are essential for the farm's survival. Surely, comrades, he'd say, you don't want Jones to come back. This threat becomes the ultimate tool to silence any dissent. The first commandment, all animals are equal, is already starting to feel a little shaky. The seeds of a new hierarchy have been sown, not by humans, but by the animals themselves. Detention escalates as the two leaders, Snowball and Napoleon, clash over the future of the farm. Snowball is an idealist, full of innovative ideas like building a windmill to generate electricity and make life easier for everyone. Napoleon, however, is a pragmatist, driven by a lust for power. He has no interest in debates or grand projects unless they serve his own ambitions. The conflict comes to a head during a debate about the windmill. Just as Snowball wins over the animals with his passionate speech, Napoleon unleashes a terrifying surprise. A pack of vicious dogs he's been secretly raising. The dogs chase Snowball off the farm, and he is never seen again. In his absence, Napoleon and Squealer rewrite history, painting Snowball as a traitor and a secret agent for Mr. Jones from the very beginning. With his rival gone, Napoleon declares himself the sole leader, abolishes the democratic meetings, and establishes a terrifying dictatorship. The revolution has been betrayed from within. Thunder Napoleon's rule, life on Animal Farm becomes even worse than it was under Mr. Jones. Fear and propaganda are the new laws of the land. The windmill project, once denounced as Snowball's folly, is resurrected, and the animals are forced to work like slaves to build it, all for Napoleon's glory. The 7 commandments are secretly altered one by one to justify the pigs' increasingly human-like behavior. No animal shall sleep in a bed becomes no animal shall sleep in a bed, asterisk, with sheets, asterisk. No animal shall drink alcohol becomes no animal shall drink alcohol, asterisk, to excess, asterisk. Thodes, the most devoted and hard-working animal, a horse named Boxer, whose personal motto is, I will work harder, literally works himself to the brink of death. But when he collapses, Napoleon doesn't send him to a veterinarian. He sells him to the knack of the horse slaughterer in exchange for money to buy whiskey for the pigs. The final scene is absolutely... Years have passed, and the pigs now walk on 2 legs, carry whips, and wear clothes. The 7 commandments have been erased and replaced with a single contradictory statement. All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. The other animals, peering through the farmhouse window, see the pigs playing cards and drinking with the neighboring human farmers. As they look from pig to man, and from man to pig again, they realize they can no longer tell the difference. The liberators have become the oppressors. Animal Farm is a timeless warning. It shows How revolutions, no matter how pure their initial intentions, can be corrupted by greed, power, and the manipulation of language. It teaches us that tyranny doesn't always arrive with a bang. Sometimes it creeps in slowly, one small compromise at a time, until the original dream is completely lost. It's a reminder to always question authority, to be wary of those who claim to have all the answers, and to never forget the principles you started with. What do you think is the most powerful lesson from Animal Farm? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this analysis, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more deep dives into classic literature. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.